Hey guys, so it's you got sis here. I have not seen you guys since April 11th. I'm bad. I know. I'm so bad like keeping up on my videos, anything really at all, schoolwork. I just can't seem to do it. Anyway, not the point, but this does have to do with school. So I waited, I want to say 3 months to film this video just so I would be out of school. So my sophomore year, I took chemistry. I don't know if y'all know where I go to high school or not, but I'm not going to include that. Or my teacher for that matter, even though if you go to my school, you probably know, or if you're a closer viewer of mine. Anyway, I sit at this and I can include my friends' names because they're pretty rad. Anyway. We sat at this table in the back of our chemistry room, and it was me, my friend Wyatt, and then across from us, it was my friend PJ and my friend Macy. Alright? Now, there was this lab. I want to say it was like air pressure or something. I don't know. I'm bad at chemistry personally. I couldn't tell you. I think this is still off. Okay, that's a little better, but eh. Anyway. So, like, there's this big bucket, and I really can't find any other way to describe this, but there's, like, a big bucket, and it's completely filled to the top with water, and then we had, like, a graduated cylinder, and what you had to do is you had to fill it all the way up with water, and then you had to put your hand on top of it so there was no, like, air, so, like, your hand was touching the water, and then you had to flip it upside down and put it into the bucket, and that was, like, the only way to do it. You had to make sure there was no air in there so that it wouldn't affect, like, the levels. And then we had a beaker, and there was a stopper on the beaker, but there's a hole in the stopper of a tube, okay? And in the beaker, there's hydrochloric acid, yeah. And you would dump calcium bits into the hydrochloric acid, put a stopper on it, and the tube would be underneath in the bucket in the graduated cylinder to show how much, like, gas was being released from the reaction in the beaker. Well, PJ goes up, and she gets the right amount of calcium twice. And the thing about it was that he had, like, taught us was that if you bring up the graduated cylinder, like, slowly and let the water, like, drain out of it, yeah, so there'd still be gas in there. And if you tip it really slowly and already had a match lit, you light it and it would go whoo, and it was like this really loud, like, whoo sound. And it was cool, right? Now, we decided to do it for a third time, which we were totally allowed to do, but here's the thing. They sent me up to go get the hydrochloric acid. I had not a clue how much to get. I thought like a palm size was like reasonable. That's not reasonable. You needed like 2 or 3 chunks. I probably had like 20 to 25 in my hand because I just don't pay attention. And this is a good lesson on why you should pay attention. Also, we had no safety goggles. That was pretty important that I just did not mention. Whoops. Meh. But like, we had no safety goggles. We didn't have anything like covering us. It was just like, you know, you wouldn't think your class would need it for that. You thought. Well, I dump it into the beaker, and I put the stopper on the beaker, and PJ is holding the graduated cylinder in the tube underneath there, and it's bubbling, and like, I'm realizing that the beaker is like foaming, and I'm like, I definitely grabbed way too much, is what I'm realizing. And Wyatt's like, wow, that thing's gonna blow. And Macy and all of us are starting to stand back. And then our teacher notices, and he's like, well, take the stopper off. So I go over to it, and I take the stopper off. But, like, there was pressure building up inside of there. And I guess he didn't realize how long it had been, like, bubbling like that. And I should have opened it, like, away from myself. But no, I just, like, went to, like, just, like, pop it off. And that exploded. Just, like, hit me in the... And it, like, douses me. Hydrochloric acid is all over me. It's up in my arms. It's all over my chest. Because I was wearing, I forget what shirt I was wearing, but it was like a lower cut shirt. And like, it's all over my face and in my eyes and like my hair, everything. And it hit Wyatt in the face and it hit PJ's arm. And I think it hit Macy's arm too, I want to say. And I remember Wyatt goes, man, that's hot. And not like, it was like warm. It was like heat hot too. Not just like burning hot. And I like turn around and I'm like, it's in my eyes. And my teacher just goes, well, you should wash it off then, huh? And I was like, are you fucking... Like, are you joking? Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? No shit, I need to go wash this off. What do you mean? So I like immediately, and like here's the thing, the eye washes over there just like didn't work, and neither did like the showers. So I run out. My friend John sees me. He's like, Alyssa, are you okay? And I just run past him, and I just said no. And I remember running, and I'm in the bathroom, and there's girls in the girls' bathroom, obviously, but it's not like passing period or anything, so it's not like super busy. But there's like 2 or 3 girls like by the sinks, and then there's like some in the bathrooms, and because it's in like the main lobby, and like I get the sink on and I like throw it up in my face. But I remember the most painful thing of that entire thing, like that I can like physically remember, is that I ripped off my fake eyelashes. And I know that sounds so stupid, but I had so much glue on them that like when I ripped them off, I thought I'd ripped off my eyelids, because I throw them down in the sink and I'm splashing water up into my face, all over me. I'm trying to get my arms because it's just burning. It hurts so bad. It's in my eyes. It hurts. And I like go like that, like I wipe my arm, and like skin just like falls into the sink, and I'm like like I'm baffled. I have no words, but I'm like crying because it hurts, and like I'm realizing that like it's in my eyes, and like I'm hurting. So like and here's the thing, guys, I have contacts, like I have colored contacts, because like let's see, I have brown eyes, but I have like blue colored contacts. So I'm like, I pull them out and I rinse them in the water and I put them back in so I can like see. And I'd wash my hands at this point, but my face is burning. And like I have foundation on now, so you can't see it, but like I have a burn up here that like you can like, there's like a dent there, and you can kind of still see the scar on my finger. But if I can, I'll insert some pictures right here of like when it was like fresh, because they were like deep burns at the time. Like this one, I had burnt myself on my curling iron the day before. So like when I touched it, my curling iron, I had like ripped it off, and I ripped off the skin that had burnt so that I wouldn't have a blister. Well, the next day, hydrochloric acid immediately got into it, and like it was so bad that I had to have my grandma come pick me up that day because my dad was on a trip, and like I don't have my license till July. It's like June. I know. She picks me up and she's like, wow, they didn't do anything. And I went and I took such a real shower that day. But like I can tell you that was one of the most like scarring, like scary moments of my entire life right there. Because like I had real fear. I was like, what if I go blind? Oh my god. Oh my god. And like you can, I mean, you obviously can't, but like if you guys want, I can like put some shit in from them that they were like, damn, that hurt. And it didn't hurt anybody else. But I remember like a few months later, there was this kid that wasn't in class that day, and our teacher was explaining something with hydrochloric acid, and man, that shit gave me PTSD, I swear. Like that's not a joke. Like that's something that I was like scared to use it again. I was scared. And he goes, what would happen if you like got that in your eyes? And I just turned and I was like, fuck you. And that was to the entire class, front of my teacher. He was just like, my teacher was like, oh my god. He hated us. We were such an intolerant class. They did just not like us. It was awful. Anyway, you guys, that was the story time about the time I got hydrochloric acid all over me. Yeah. I know that's kind of lame. Anyway, I should have a makeup tutorial coming out within the next few days that I filmed today. So it'll be this look. Hopefully. I will also be filming the Storytime the time I dated a punk soon. That'll be coming up, hopefully. Anyway, I love you guys all so, so much. If you like this video, please like and subscribe if you want to come back and see more of my content. I don't put out that much of it because I feel like no one really likes to see it, but you know what? Maybe. Anyway, I love you guys, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!